I'm not a drama channel, but this is an exception, I guess. Hi, I'm Burbo, and if you're new here, it's probably because of my Transformers content, which, don't worry, more of it's coming. But, right now, we're gonna talk about this dude, CalvinTuber15000. So, if you were a Stick Notes animator back in, say, 2020, 2021, and you were in the dinosaur/Godzilla community, then you might know about Calvin. If you don't, then you don't. But the ones who do know him and watched his content may be wondering, why did he leave? And why is he back? What happened? Well, let me tell you the tale of how Calvin got bullied too hard. I'm pretty sure even those who were friends with Calvin and watched his content and, subscribed to him, already knew that he was a bit of a degenerate. I mean, come on, man uses gacha, that's all the evidence you need. Not only that, he seems to make a lot of fictional characters, like a fictional girlfriend for himself, and seemingly fictional friends. He would also ship himself with fictional characters like Momo from My Hero, which is just... So one fateful day in his Discord server that doesn't exist anymore, we'll touch on that later, someone decided to call him out for making a fictional girlfriend. Cause I mean, bruh, just get a real one. After this, I decided to chime in and show that he also gave her posable breast for some reason. I guess he just wants to give her jiggle physics. So yeah, this already doesn't look good for Calvin. So what did this very mature, at the time 17-year-old guy do? Say that he can do whatever he wants. Damn, I didn't know Calvin had the same tactics as a 7-year-old trying to buy a toy when their mom said no, but that's besides the point. He also said that people shouldn't call him out unless he does something illegal. At this point, I was just kind of messing around with him, but one of the models that he gave boobs, thighs, and a butt to was his sister. At the time he made the model, she was 14. In fact, he gives all of his female characters these sexual details. But Burbo, they're not that sexual. No. You wanna know something? I asked Calvin about one of his models that he gave these details to, and he himself confirmed that it was eye candy for him. Huh? Now this looks very bad for Calvin, who decided to respond by defending the ever-loving shit out of the model, saying that the details aren't even that sexual, even though they clearly are. Like, why? Oh, and the cherry on top, he said that this shit was accurate to his sister's body, who, as I said before, was only 14. Calvin, I don't think that's what 14-year-olds look like. Also, why are you looking in those areas, Calvin? He also said it shouldn't matter because it's an outdated model, which, bruh, you were defending it. You clearly still care about it, so it does matter to you. Even though Calvin did have one meat writer defending him, most people seem to be on my side. After this became too much for Calvin to handle, he just started responding with Momo gifs from My Hero. Yeah. How mature, Calvin. Apparently after this, Calvin had a meltdown in a VC, which I really wish I was there for, but unfortunately I wasn't, so... Now, unfortunately, I didn't get a screenshot of this, but after this whole debacle, Calvin would abandon his Discord server and give ownership to one of the random members, where it would be nuked into oblivion. Now, like I said, I don't have any screenshots of the server being actually nuked, but none of the links to the server work anymore, so yeah, you can tell it doesn't exist anymore. After this, Calvin would leave his YouTube channel and make a very, very shitty video. Then he changed his mind and decided to just come back. And you want to know something? He didn't even explain why he left in either of these videos. All he said was just some bad things happened with trolls. Ooh. And anytime you would ask him, he would just say that he doesn't like to go into detail. I don't give a shit if you like going into detail. Just tell me why you're leaving. I mean, I already know, but just why? Why would you just not explain why you're sorry? You're just saying, oh, I'm sorry. I did some pretty bad things. That's why I'm leaving. What bad things? What did you do? Oh, I know. Sexualize your sister. And what are you doing about it? Trying to run away from it. You're trying to run away from the past. And even now, he's still trying to run away from what he did. My guy, Calvin, if you're truly sorry, you're going to acknowledge what you did and explain why it was wrong. So yeah, that was my TED Talk. Megatron works at Burger King. I mean, come on, even if this guy didn't want to fuck his sister, his content is still shit and he's weird as hell.